Back in the book segment tonight, did you see that? Tonight, starring Miley Cyrus. And the very controversial statement made by an NBC News commentator linking dissent on health care to racism.
What concerns me is when in some of those town hall meetings, including the one that we saw in Missouri recently, where there were jokes made about lynching, etc., you start to wonder whether, in fact, the word socialist is becoming a code word, whether or not socialist is becoming the new N-word for, frankly, for some angry, upset birthers and others. I hope that's not the case.
Here now, FoxNews.com correspondent Courtney Friel and Fox News anchor Jane Skinner. I don't know what the lynching thing is. Could you find out what that was?
Yeah, well, talk about not helping the debate, right? The irony, I think, with Carlos Watson is that he's a guy who made his name on a website where he calls himself an optimist and says he's all about promoting the positive. I'm not sure what he said there is really promoting the positive. This race issue in the healthcare debate started, I guess you could point to a couple of different places. One is some Looney Tune in eastern Maryland hung his congressman in effigy outside the office. And also John Dingell, who's a veteran congressman from the Detroit area, went on camera in an interview and said, you know, it's kind of like being when I was voting for the Civil Rights Act and we had people in white sheets running around like...
Well, Dingell said that.
Dingell
but
said that.
You know, hanging somebody in effigy is not lynching. It's a form of protest that goes back hundreds and hundreds of years. So there isn't any lynching in play here at all. Nothing. And the other thing is, Courtney, that you have a real tenuous link between racism and the healthcare debate. There's just no... And a woman from the Atlanta Constitution did that too, and I'm not getting that.
Well, watching this video, I immediately, as a reporter, wanted to contact Carlos Watson. So I knew some peeps over at MSNBC, and bottom line, like he put on his blog, he was just offering this up, wondering about it. It was a section called the C Note. That is just where he gives a deep thought every single day. I
don't know if national television is a place to wonder. Maybe I'm... Okay, Miley Cyrus, big star. Disney manufactures her. She goes to the Teen Choice Awards and does a rather risque routine. Correct so far? Am I right? Okay, let's roll the tape so that people know what we're talking about. Now, she got the little pole there. I don't know what that means. She's got the short pants on. It's summertime. Is there anything wrong with this, Courtney?
Well, she is only 16 years old.
Right.
And she's got some short shorts on, her bra is showing, and definitely questionable scenery for being 16 years old. But her parents were in the audience. Some moms are mad, saying that she's a bad role model.
Well, what do you think?
Well, I tend to be a little bit more, you know, liberal, but she is only 16 years old. And
if you were her mother, would you have approved, because they have to rehearse these things, would you have approved that routine?
No, I would have kept the ice cream cart, maybe added a little umbrella.
Right. So you say no, you would have made some changes. How about you, Jim?
Well, the funniest is that there's actually a debate on the internet about whether, do you think she's actually pole dancing there, or is she just trying to keep her balance on top of that ice cream cart?
I think she's trying to keep her balance.
Exactly. It's pretty clear. You know, and we've seen this before when they try to cross over into the adult market. That
but again, as a mother, would you have said yes or no to that routine?
No, you know what I would have said. I have two little girls. I would have said no.
So if the 16, going to be 17 in November, pop star, you would have said, get off the ice cream truck, no pole.
There's no pole dancing in my house, Bill.
No matter where the pole is. Nothing.
Yes. But the sad thing is that she's actually very talented. There have been cases where kids haven't been so talented.
She's talented, and she'll do well in her career.
And the song is doing very well.
She is a role model.
I think.
She is a role model for a lot of young girls in this country. All right, ladies, thanks very much as we move ahead.